So, Cian, so you've been part of the UGDA for a while now, and you know the ins and outs. You've discovered that there are essentially two factions. There's the collective continuation and the civilians' allegiance. The collective continuation is not necessarily made of evil people, but people that are interested in the continuation of the army, as it's sort of a way of living now. It's a way of income, and losing the army would definitely be detrimental to their lifestyle and potentially their families. As such, they take up shady contracts to keep the army going. Whereas the civilians' allegiance is a smaller band in the army, but they're dedicated to thwarting the collective continuation, or at least stop them from banditing and thieving. At least from those who can't actually afford to do so. Some do it. There are some that do it for good reasons, and others that have sort of sense of pride and want to keep the UGDA as like a symbol of hope. It's a bit of a confusing mixture of the two. You yourself, you try to make your time and others pleasant, but certainly it's not worth risking your life over. You're vaguely aware of a raid on a nearby village doing well for itself. You know that prosperity is not going to last long with this army strolling through demanding taxes. So you, obviously with your rules in place, you plan at least to intervene in some way to stop the tyranny, when you are ordered instead to collect recruits from an outpost along the way. As such, you are hitched with a taxi, a small guard detail, which are your 4 men, and you start your journey. Partway through your journey, one of the nights, you have the two. You have two. This is where having notes isn't useful. Okay, so the 2 humans in the group, while standing watch, you wake up in the morning and you are left with you, your gnome, and your half-elf. It seems the 2 humans have fled or have gone AWOL, which is fairly common, seeing as it's not exactly a wonderful lifestyle that is presented for all. And yeah, by the time you woke up, it seems tracks are starting to go dry.
Tracks from that they left?
Yes.
Okay.
However, you continue and you arrive at the outpost, which is called Purry Flower, and you are quickly briefed by the man there, and he's telling you what you already know, but you are to escort 2 ex-convicts who will be conscripted at the actual camp when you get back, and there are 2 conscripts that need to be that are volunteers and that need to be brought up to speed. Zeldore.
Yes.
You've headed north to the turf fields after the complicated past. The thrill of war is something that you can never quite leave behind. You understand the terms. You understand the term, once a soldier, always a soldier, and as such it hurts to leave your lady and child to the drab farm life, but quite frankly it's just too boring for yourself. You find you need that final hit, or so you tell yourself as you leave them with a tearful goodbye. You leave for the outpost Cornflower. You heard the rumour that the UGDA are hosting a recruitment drive. Unfortunately, you arrived late, but fear not. 1 recruiter remains orchestrating convicts for conscription, and you use this man to get signed up, and you are to be on the next cart to leave for the camp. The 2 of you meet in a interesting predicament as Cian. You see the obvious new recruit, a battle-hardened, obvious ex-merc by muscles on his arms and the battle-worn equipment, yet still cared for. You also see that you have 2 convicts One is of an understandable demeanor. It's a dark elf that seems to be female. And more peculiar is a very well-dressed man in what seems to be a suit. However, they're both manacled to the cart, and there's a cage around it. And as you look over to him, he addresses you with a genuine smile. So, as an official recruiter comes up to you, Kane, he points out the additional recruit who is standing by the other ex-merc. The main thing you notice is that the two in comparison are extremely different. One seems to be almost a lion in its stature and its fur, and the other is just a small human. Seems to be about in his mid-20s, completely fresh. His leather is torn and worn, but it's seemingly that he is some sort of farmhand that's brought his second hand to impress the army, or maybe he's just smart enough to protect himself. You move the prisoners to your own cart. His arms and legs are manacled along with hers, and you pull along the new recruits as well. So you two meet each other.
And he's not a prisoner.
The tiger man is not. The other two are. But yes, the player is not a prisoner, no.
Before I introduce to the prisoner, I want to inspect the drow.
Okay, sure. So looking over her, she seems to be, elven, so she has a natural grace, a natural sort of elven beauty to her. Purplish eyes, but any details you're looking for in particular?
Certain markings maybe that would say who she's possibly a follower of.
Okay. It's seeming that she's just sort of wearing this prisoner garbs. Any personal effects seem to have either been taken off of her, or she never has carried anything identifying, but perhaps on purpose. You do know that, well, the recruit will tell you if you ask about her, she was caught for thieving.
I was about to do it, and then I stumbled. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, so a drow caught for thieving. Have you lived your whole life in the Underdark? Or have you been a surface dweller?
I've been one of each.
What's your religion, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't believe.
Insight check?
Sure. Okay, so yeah, you feel it's more of a half-truth.
Okay.
I'll
keep an eye on her from now.
There's conviction, but yeah, also something shady.
What about the other prisoner? How's he looking at the moment?
So he is very well dressed. He is very well cleaned. It looks like he polishes himself a lot. He's just there biding his own time, and whenever you catch eyes, he smiles at you quite pleasantly.
What's he in prison for?
So this one, you ask the recruiter. It's like, phew, this one's a strange one. Killing wood elves.
I would actually kind of like go slightly closer to him and go, so, killing and manslaughtering, eh? Get to enlighten.
Manslaughter. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, trust me, I know. Thrill of the hunt, was it?
No, they're just below us. What else? Else scum, really.
As I like grab him a little bit closer, buddy. With us, you better be careful with your words. Because trust me, I've seen a few good wood elves in my time, and they've killed half the man that you are.
Well,
I think you just got lucky.
I'm terribly sorry, and I apologize for my transgressions against you.
Oh, no harm done right there, as I give him like a hearty slap right on the back.
He just smiles at you.
I am keeping a close eye on him, though. I don't trust that guy one fucking bit whatsoever.
Sure.
Mm.
Alright, and you, the cat. What's your name?
Ah, yes, I didn't even introduce myself. How rude of me. Zeldore Rootfall, at your service, as he goes to exchange a hand.
I'll put a hand forward and shake.
And what about you, one?
I am a gnome, though, so...
Yeah, no, I'd like reach like that. I say, what about you, little one?
The name's Cian. I don't believe I'm directly in charge of you, but if you'd listen to me, I'd appreciate it.
Trust me,
It'll help things go along smoothly.
I've never been so much more on the brains of an operation, so I'm willing to trust that, but if it comes into a hairy situation, I would like to say I can handle my own a little bit, although it's been a few years or so since I've picked up the sword, but I still think I've got it.
You see the other recruit comes up to you guys and goes, "Hi guys, I'm Ulrich."
Oh, fuck, I forgot about him.
It's alright, most people do.
Oh, Ulrich, what about you?
What about me?
Well, what are you here for?
I'm signing up to the army, and
Do you mind me asking why you signed up?
yeah, farming's boring.
I could agree with that, most definitely. No, seriously though, farming's boring as hell. Please, never go back. Trust me, son.
Alright.
But looking at him, can I tell if he's like wet behind the ears? Can I tell like he has no idea what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's not really holding his weapon correctly. It's he's got a pike and he's sort of holding it as it's just outstretched rather than like, over a shoulder.
Could I at least try and give him a few little pointers, like at all while we're on his like with his posture? It's like, no, son, gotta be.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh shit, Zeldore was not good at that.
I say with advantage because you're battle hardened.
Hey, gotta click the old advantage. 20.
Yeah, you seem to teach him well. He really takes to you.
It's like just sorry, Sonny. I find a little kindred spirit in you, being old farming buddies. It's like just keep safe and all that. We'll hopefully me and the gnome will try and give you a few little pointers here and there.
Yes, sir. He salutes
Oh,
you.
please don't call me sir. Zeldore's just fine.
All right.
I turn to Cian and saying, what about you? What are you here for?
Me? I joined the Kill Knolls and get some battle experience.
You never killed a gnoll before.
Oh, Mizzou. Fuck me, what was that?
Let's go French then.
I had the worst
Monsieur.
hiccup ever in my fucking life.
This is awesome.
Oh, God. Me, I was born in a museum, really. Haven't had much battle experience.
Gnolls are a little new to me, but considering once you've had a couple of battles here and there, like, they don't really think of strategies, to be fair. Like, I'm surprised they're having so much difficulty around them.
Well, unfortunately, they don't seem to be an interest in killing gnolls. They more just like to rob civilians.
Nah. Honestly, this is not what I was expecting. I was hoping to be in the fray of battle. I was hoping to be right in there, and look what I'm doing here.
Well, if you run with me, you might be in luck. I seem to be one of the few people trying to get things done around here.
I hope I actually can get something done here. Get a bit of pay. Bit of combat alongside.
Oh, I suppose, is the half-elf and gnome with me as well?
Yeah, they're currently on the cart at the top, just looking at you, watching.
It's a bit rude. Sorry, I should introduce you to my unit. This is Gregory, and this is Rezu.
Yeah, Rezu does.
Alright.
They both nod.
They've been with me pretty much since the beginning.
Anything I can tell from these two at all? Like, kind of like how they are, like their demeanor, or like if they actually
Sure.
look.
Roll me insight check.
Ooh, insight. Boop doo boo boo. 11.
So I mean, seeing as you've been a commander, you know how to read at least soldiers in particular. These two, you've seen the expression on their face before. It's actually a mixture of sort of pride. It seems like they're quite honoured by the fact that this gentleman has introduced them to a basic lackey kind of thing. They seem pretty genuine and pretty happy to be in his company.
See, look good, in good condition. No.
Yeah, they do alright.
You keep your men in good order. Nice.
I had 2 otters with me that they were new, but they seem to have fucked off.
They run away.
Yeah, this army's full of cowards anyway, so
Ah.
it's nothing new.
Yeah, back in my day, if that happened, we would have killed you on the spot. We always have archers going around trying to pull some funny shit like that. Oh, this army's a mess.
Alright, so, suppose we should ship off?
Hey, that's kind of like push the fancy looking ones like, come on, let's get going.
The whole cart ride, wherever we're going, I've already forgotten. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the drow.
Okay. So as you go to head off, the recruiter comes up to you and hands you a small sack. Says, "If the human goes missing, he never arrived here." And walks off.
Cool. Look in the sack then. How much is in there?
It would have been Kane. Okay.
Okay.
Can't.
How much is in there? It's
5
Cian,
gold.
man. It's really
Keen.
easy.
Keen.
Keen.
I'm too keen to say Khan. All right. Yeah, it's 5 gold.
I'll toss it to Gregory and Rezu. Say they can split it.
Yeah, they just they don't seem to split it. They seem to put it into a backpack by their feet.
And that was, he said, the human, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the human's name?
Yes, the human's name is Dietrich.
Oh no. And what was the drow's name?
Has not given one.
Aye. Dark skin. What's your name?
Drow will do.
Very well.
Very well, Miss Stroud is. Oh, I do not trust this fucking posh guy one fucking bit.
Okay.
Well, you shouldn't now that I know what his name is.
There's also a crate at the end of the cart you assume has their possessions in it.
Could I actually check the possessions to see what is in there?
Yeah, sure. So there is some very, very heavy armor, and the helmet has a openable visor that has this across the face is like these full red lips on it, and it's around it it's like powdered white to look like a clown.
Huh. Alright. Closes the crate very slowly. I take it that belonged to the guy then, to the human. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to fit a larger frame, certainly.
Oh, I want to be a dick and throw it off the side. Did they mention anything what we should do with their wares at all when we're being told to escort them?
Well, from your military prowess, you would know that if they are conscripts, so if they were to lose their armor, they'd be a lot less useful in battle.
Well,
Oh, I just realized who the drow was. Okay, I get it.
well, I don't think we're going to be needing this. I'm just throwing the armor overboard.
We're gonna have to go back and get that.
Whatever for.
Well, they may be shitty prisoners, but they're still people.
I think he
Yes,
can.
I agree. I would rather appreciate we go and get my.
I'm sure, regardless and all that, you'll be fine without your armor. Cuts to like 10 minutes later, him getting brutally murdered. Like, besides, if anything dreadfully happens, well, you're a horrible person. And I'll try at least to try and protect you. If there's a good bit of coin in it for me, I'll try extra hard.
That's not the way I run things. Gregory, come help me get the armor.
Ah.
Pulls up the cart onto the side and jumps off back. So yeah.
Ah. No fun, these lot.
Yeah, you pack it up and put it back on board. And the man goes, "Oh, thank you so much for doing that.
I didn't do it for you.
Well, for whatever reason you did it, I do appreciate." And might I add,
Alright, let's
it's
keep moving.
only Wood Elf that's a scum, not yourself. He nods to Gregory.
How? They're caged, right?
They're manacled and then caged. Yep.
How wide are the bars?
There's like about a foot between.
I want to just kind of shove my gun through and punch him in the stomach with it.
Okay. Yeah, he gets falls onto his knees and just looks up at you. No malice, just looks up at you, sort of gives you an understanding glare.
While you're with me, you're gonna be respectful.
Yes, that is understood.
I'll kind of give Cian a little tap and saying, no, leave them be. If I can't have my fun, you can't either.
Onward!
Onward. Wow,
Okay.
we're two dickhead fucking captains.
Where are we going, by the way? I've forgotten.
So you are headed towards the Turst Fields, where the army is currently posed up. And you're currently quite a bit north of it at some, you started off at the Turst Fields, where you went north to the outpost Cornflower. And now you're heading back south to the Turst Fields with.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So the journey goes pretty smoothly. Ulrich is sort of just stays near the back, and he seems to have hit it off with the drow. Obviously, your two guys are just fairly professional. You know, there's chat and there's banter, but they mostly just get on with getting on ahead. And the journey so far is fairly decent. It's just idle movement. When you two, Zeldore and Cian, you see ahead what looks to be a fairly obvious trap. There's a fireplace that is lit in the middle of the road.
I would kind of stop the wagon, right before we get close to that, and I will. I think we're in a forest right now.
There are trees either side of the path here.
I will look to see if there's anybody lurking around in those trees.
Roll me a perception check.
10.
No.
I will pick up, pull out my glaive, saying, guy, this is looking a little bit more like a trap.
How far away is from the fire pit are we?
That would be for you to decide. You can see roughly, I'd say that you first see it at about 200 feet away.
Okay. We'll get within 100 feet and then stop.
Okay.
And then... Ugh, this sucks. I want to hop out, and I want to take Gregory with me, and I'll send Rezu and Ulrich with Zeldore.
Okay. So we're just leaving the prisoners on their own?
So Ulrich is going with you, did you say?
With Zeldore, yeah.
Okay, and you're taking your two guys.
I'm taking Gregory.
I'm taking Gregory, Rezu's going with, okay.
Yeah.
So let me just get you guys down.
Is this an area that would be populated heavily by wood elves?
No, not particularly.
Okay, well then, I'm not sure what is happening, because that's what I assumed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are about 100 foot off. You're going on either side of the path, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you start heading towards this. The fire's just there, lit. As you get to about 60 foot within it, Keen, you feel a very strong, impulsive urge towards the middle of the flame. Just you, however.
Interesting. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Oh, good, 9.
It's not something you've ever felt before.
Okay, I will slowly step forward, keeping an eye on the tree line.
Yeah, I'll be observing the tree lines.
Sure. Perception checks.
Okay. Free!
Oh, God.
Oh,
Okay.
We're gonna
so,
die.
that's a pretty flame.
so you're heading right up to the... How close to the fire pit are you getting?
I'll stop when I get within, like, 20 feet.
I don't want to be too far away from where the prisoners are. So I'm
So
keeping
what,
it...
about 50 foot?
Yeah, I'll say about 50. And kind of like covering our backs for the most part and keeping an eye on the wagon.
Okay. Rezu and the Ulrich will move parallel to you, Keen. And yeah, Gregory's right behind you.
Do we see anything?
Just the flame, just slowly rotating and crackling.
What's the plan, King? Do you know if there's any way we can get around this at all? I really don't feel comfortable around here.
Well, I'm not quite sure why this fire is even here.
By the way, you're having to scream this at each other, seeing as you're like 60 foot.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Shite. Well, they know our plans now, so...
I will take out a crowbar to
Okay.
give myself just a little bit extra reach, and I'll poke the fire a bit.
So you go within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can actually see within the fire pit, right in the middle where all the ash and the stone is. It's very neatly presented around this. What looks like a iron orb, and along it is just along the what you assume to be the rim. In the middle is this soft orange glow in it.
Does the fire feel hot? Like, can I feel heat coming
And as
from
you're
it?
getting towards it, yeah, you can definitely feel that there's heat coming off this.
I'll try to use the crowbar to kind of pull the orb out.
Okay. So, yeah, as you poke it, and you try to pull it towards you.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
have like little hooks on them.
Give me a second. See if they notice.
Oh no.
Oh.
I thought maybe this wasn't a trap and he was just trying to trick us, but now it's definitely a trap.
Okay, and alright, so as you pull out, put your the crowbar out, and you pull it, Gregory comes up behind you, and you just feel him push towards your back as you watch the flame reach out and essentially snatches him up.
Whoa.
What? Like he's dead?
Not yet.
No, he just saved you.
So you would be pushed over here. He is over here. The cart's about 50 feet behind there. What looks like flame sort of starts to spin quickly, and then it has 4 legs and rushes out towards you. You get pushed forward as it's going to then attack Gregory. And you can still see that the flame is much weaker now, but it appears that there is an it appears there's another one within the fire, and I need you to roll me initiative.
I really shouldn't be in melee.
As soon as it attacks Gregory. Oh, it doesn't roll the damage. Brilliant. Oh, I have to take a d8 away from that. So 7.
Yay, session 0 fight.
Woo!
Wait, I feel like I just took away from his AC. Yep, I did. Okay.
Nice.
See, I'm far away, am I?
So yeah, and as it runs up towards him, it spits this flame at him that covers half of his face, and you watch as he's starting to burn away. All right. Okay, initiative. Be prepared for loud noises.
Be prepared.
My music volume is pretty low, so I think I'm
Okay. Oh, it's not working on here either because Roll20 have done an update. Brilliant.
Hey. Oh, I don't think I clicked my token when I rolled initiative. Yay.
Okay, 2 seconds. Just gonna get group initiative to work again. Okay, just spinning it up. Okay, it should be right. And try again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, everything rolled better than us.
Okay. So him seeing Gregory being attacked, he's gonna panic and pull out his weapon, spear that he's gonna throw at the creature. And
Nah.
by an inch misses you, Keen. As it just slings over the creature, and you're just like, oh shit, and you dodge out the way. It, however, is going to attempt to finish off.
Don't kill my boy!
So first attack, it then pulls out this. It then sort of puts its hand into its body and pulls out this sort of flaming scimitar, and it's gonna slash across his chest.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Oh.
He isn't dead. And then for a second attack, it is going to scimitar him again.
Another nat 20.
6 misses. As he pulls back. And he doesn't get his thing back. Keen.
Oh. I'm going to take the disadvantage shot.
Okay.
Hey.
21 will hit.
And then in Primordial Ignin, I will say, fuck off.
Fuck off, mate!
Okay. However, it's going to swirl out at his opposition. It's going to come over here.
Sorry, I was actually going to take another step towards Gregory here.
Okay. And it's going to spit at Ulrich. He needs to make a dex save. Fucking hell.
Ooh.
So he's only going to take half of this then. Yeah, not bad. Good thing it is because he's on 1 HP. Yeah, so it hits him and starts burning instantly through his leather armor, you can see that he seems to have made a bad life choice, and he is just noticing that now. Okay.
He's a bit of a coward.
Oh, yeah, I'm not on the turn
Howard.
order.
Okay, what did you roll?
I rolled a 9.14.
In that case, it's your turn next.
Okay. Seeing. How bad is that flame looking? The one that
It's
King.
looking alright. It's still corporeal.
I will go to these two then, and I'll say, "Get back! Make sure the prisoners are okay." And I am gonna pull out my glaive, and I'm gonna start charging at this guy here, and just, I guess that would be 5 feet away from it. Yep. Gonna take a swing with the almighty glaive, and try and hit this thing.
15. So you swing for it, and it seems to just duck, and you catch some flame, but it doesn't seem to have stuck it.
Damn it. I guess then, yeah, that's gonna have to be my turn then.
Okay, so this guy is going to attempt to attack the creature with two weapons, hands on his spear. 20 hits for 9 damage, not bad.
Oof.
So
The fucking guys are pretty good.
I can't turn around saying, "Well, they're doing better than I am."
So this creature here is going to make a wisdom saving throw. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Yeah, so he summons the courage and runs forth.
Oh.
He's attempt to hit it. Fucking get on, buddy. And he clubs it.
Is he the one
Okay.
who's on 1 health?
Yep.
Fantastic.
This one, however, is going to run up and push him back. It's going to force him back. And then it's going to attack the newt. For... Oh, nope. Okay. Two-handed spear attack. And miss. Alright, on this creature's turn... You've both... Yeah, it's going to go for him again.
No.
Yep. Okay. 1 attack. Ooh. 2 attacks. 17 will hit. So yeah, it comes across and slashes up his body, and you just watch as what would usually be dismemberment, his arm just fades to sort of ash, and he falls down. It looks like he's not doing good.
Is that the new recruit that just got hit bad? By that?
No, it's Gregory.
Oh no, not Gregory.
He killed my boy.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot him. So good.
Go for it.
Unfortunately, with disadvantage.
A 10 will miss.
Fuck.
This one's gonna...
I will step, just try to put myself in between it and Gregory. Even though Gregory's dead. Oh, and I'll reload.
So, okay, and... Okay. So this thing is going to attempt to attack Rezu twice. Misses, and misses. Okay, Zeldore.
Okay, is Gregory actually dead, or is he on, like, death saves?
You don't know?
Oh, wow. Seeing how he got fucked up really badly, then I'm gonna walk up to where Keen is, and again, gonna take a swing at him with the almighty glaive. Ah!
19 hits, 4 damage.
Okay. I guess I go to Keen, like, saying, "Is he still breathing?"
Is he still breathing?
Currently, yes.
Currently, yes.
It's like, I'll just be like that. Okay, I'll buy you some time. Try and get him out of here.
Well, I have to wait till my turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to be a good man.
Alright, so... Okay. Let's see if he continues to breathe. He stops breathing.
Oh!
What? Come on.
Oh, hope you know CPR.
This one's going to run over and attempt to attack it again with this club. 14 will miss. Yep. Alright. And this guy is still trying to push him away. He's going to attempt two-handed and miss. Let's send that thing's go, and it's going to attempt to attack you, Kane. 1 and
Miss.
2.
Miss.
Turn.
Gregory is for sure dead.
He's not breathing yet.
So if I were to say put a healing potion in his mouth, it wouldn't save him.
You've seen people in this state before that have not recovered from such potions.
Shit.
I was gonna say you can try.
Alright, I'm gonna back up and take the hit.
Okay. Misses.
Good enough. And then I will shoot him.
Go for it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Jeez.
Level 1. Level 1.
Yeah.
Oh, this encounter's going swimmingly.
Alright, Zeldore. Oh no, it's gonna attack the commoner then. Seeing as he is pretty weak, and kills him.
No!
My whole fucking unit's dying. God damn
And
it.
then it's gonna do 1 on Rezu, which misses. Zeldore.
Hey, at least it's just seeing as that guy just got turned into crisp. Like, Zeldore is just gonna grasp his, like, glaive as hard as possible and just roar at the top of his lungs, and he is going to swing down on this thing. That's an...
Oh, no.
Yeah, maybe you should have spent less time roaring and more time.
Oh, just falls out of my hands. Whoop!
So, see if this commoner
Oh,
survives.
fuck.
Oh no, did I throw it at him?
Okay, he still seems to be breathing. Then it's Rezu, he's going to attack twice. No, he's not, just once, and misses. Cool.
Oh my god, these
This
rolls.
creature's going to attempt to attack you, Zeldore.
Okay.
Actually, he's going to try and get his fire breath. Fails, it's going to attack you then, twice.
Okay.
1.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Have a sneaking suspicion that's gonna hit me.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Why do you do this?
Second attack. Misses.
Yeah, it misses.
Alright.
That was a good chunk of health.
Keen.
I'm gonna shoot this fucking lizard.
Go for it.
Please do.
Thank you.
Thank
yes,
you.
you obliterate it into dust.
And then I will reload, for fuck's sakes.
Alright. This creature is going to attempt to attack Rezu twice. Actually, breath. Nope. Okay, it's going to attack twice then. Oh, it doesn't actually get it back, it gets on a short rest. Okay, I won't make those anymore. So first attack misses, second attack 12 misses. Alright, Zeldore.
Let's see. If I wanted to pull out another weapon, would that be a bonus action or?
I think it's its own thing.
If you stow a weapon, you can stow a weapon for free and pull a weapon out for free, but you can't do stow and pull it out. So essentially, I'd say to put one away is free, and then to pull a different one out would be a bonus action.
Okay, putting away the glaive as it's been fucking useless this entire counter, and I'm pulling out the greatsword.
Alright.
And going behind him, would that be an advantage? Because I'm
Not
flanking.
in this game, no.
Okay. Okay, and then at that point, just gonna have to use good old trusty greatsword this time.
Go for it.
See if they don't fuck me. Nat 20! Mwah! I'm keeping this sword forever, it's good. And yeah.
You take a good cut through it. It goes through it, cleaves through it. You even see the guy on the other side sort of back away as it just misses his face.
You just see like Zeldore like just like grinning. This is exactly what he's been yearning for so long. And that's just gonna be me.
Okay. The guard is dead. Commoner's dead. Oh, it's not dead at the moment. It's just not He's going to attempt to attack with 2 hands. Where is it? There it is.
Come on, Rezu.
Yes, 5. So he pierces it and it dies. As he slashes through it, panting, and then looks around and looks very upset.
I immediately run over to Gregory and start trying to see if there's anything I can do.
Same. I will do the same for the commoner. See if there's anything.
Okay, both make me medicine checks.
Oh, why? I'm shit at medicine.
4.
There's nothing you can do.
11.
You aren't a medic, and you know you're not a medic. You know the best thing to do is, seeing as as this individual stable, is just to sort of leave him alone. Not move him too much.
Okay.
Just let him rest up and heal naturally.
I will just like leave him be then. Is the fire still going?
No, as these creatures flew out, the fire's gone. There's just the ball halfway rolled out.
Can I inspect the ball?
Sure, you lean over, you go close to it. You're not entirely sure. Do you want to touch it?
Yeah.
Alright, as you touch it, you feel like a warmth sort of slide up your veins. But that appears to be it.
Okay. I'll hold on to it, I guess. It's not like super hot or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
It's not even warm. It's just it sends quite a nice warm sensation up your sort of veins and up your arm and legs.
What color is it?
It itself is like a dull grey, like iron.
Okay. I will just put iron ball in my inventory.
Okay.
Is that the thing that conjured those creatures?
And the band around it that was originally orange is currently just dull grey, like the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah, as he like puts it in, I was kind of saying to him, is that thing what conjured up those creatures?
I'm not quite entirely sure.
Kind of like
It's possible.
just kind of turn over to like his dead friend over there, like Gregory. It's like, oh, like, and I'll just like start burying him.
Okay.
Why would you bury him?
Oh, is he dead?
Well, yeah, we carry him back to town.
I mean, if you want to take his body.
Yeah.
I just thought you didn't want to have your dead friend's corpse like in the back of the wagon with you.
If his family wants to have him buried, they can bury him themselves.
Okay, I'll pick him up then, and like put him in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, as you head over to the wagon, you notice a distinct lack of prisoners.
To be expected.
Fuck.
However, the chest is mostly full. Just the helmet is gone.
Of course, his murder mask is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that weird kinky fucking.
It seems like he tried to put the armor on and realized that he doesn't have half an hour to do so.
Kind of just turn around again with like the body in my hands, like fucking knew it, and just gently drop like Gregory.
We'll have to bring Ulrich's unconscious corpse up here as well.
Also, denoting from the tracks, it seems there's only one pair of footprints. Seems the other one covered themselves quite well.
I have a sneaking suspicion that might be the drow. Looks like
Yeah,
probably
most
now.
likely.
What's the plan then? Like, we did need the human alive after all.
Well, I suppose we could go hunt him down if you want.
Maybe they said to keep him alive. I might take a leg with me. Said nothing about maiming him. I guess then, yeah, I would go start exploring into the forest then at going after the tracks.
Sure. Roll me a survival.
I think he's good at this. I hope so. No, he isn't. 10.
Okay. 10. Yeah, he is. Fast losing you.
He's skedaddled. God damn it.
Yeah, you are currently losing him.
Oh, I can actually see him like running though.
No, but you can tell from the tracks. Each time you find more, they seem to be older. So you can choose to venture forth, but this would be about half an hour later of searching. You've also got to remember your friends back at the trail. It's up to you, obviously, but you are about half an hour away from them.
Seeing how badly he got hit by that attack, and seeing how he is clearly not at the full strength, he is actually going to return back empty-handed.
Yeah, so an hour later, Keen Zeldore comes back out through the...
Just
To look.
Found tracks, but a slippery bastard that one is. Sadly,
We'll just have to keep a lookout.
I'm not worried about the drow, but that guy I'm a little bit worried about. What's the plan? Do we stay here? Do we continue? He's
You
like,
can take a rest if you like.
I need to. He's like kind of like checking his wound where he got blasted. It's like he's gonna just sit down on the wagon. He's a little pissed off about the scenario that's just happened.
Yeah, we could take a short rest. A long rest is probably not the best idea, but short rest we can probably do. How far away from Turst Fields do you think we are?
Well, you got one successful day, so it'd be about a day and a half.
Oh, well then, yeah, actually, no, we can long rest then. Whichever Zeldore wants to do first.
Well,
or more.
Well, I'd say, well, you didn't get hit badly in that encounter at all.
I didn't get hit at all, no.
No, I got hit a little badly, but I've got a good AC, so I think I should be fine for the most part.
You see,
Alright.
Rezu, bear in mind, is a forest gnome. Comes over or comes over to the human.
Oh, yeah, we would have helped him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Helped him
Bring
in.
him up.
So you bring them over. He's like, I honestly think we should probably let him rest.
Yeah, you're right.
Far be it from me to tell you what to do, boss.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
We'll camp here.
And you rest up. Keen. During your night's rest, you feel the ball gets to a level of hotness that you can actually feel it through the lever of your. I imagine you put it in your backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel it getting hotter, and it's a weird sensation because you wake up and you pull it out, or you go to like chuck it out so it doesn't burn anything, but touching it isn't hot, and you get an even weirder sensation of sort of just resting with it.
Can I make another Arcana check on it?
Sure.
Oh, wait. Better yet, why don't I just fucking ritual cast Identify on it?
Okay.
I forgot I have that.
So yeah, you identify it in this world, in this presence, is as an elemental ingot. With an Arcana check of that as well, you would know some history with it. In that, it's these things are theorized. They've never been like proven to exist. But it's supposed to be an ingot that is infused with elemental magic. Within its core is supposed to be a piece of the of an elemental plane. You imagine because it's so hot, it's probably the fire plane. And anything crafted with this particularly could be very useful and have attributes of the fire. And the actual core itself, whatever's powering it, is could be used for things that would require fire. So potentially like an everlasting lamp. It could be used as a source for that kind of deal.
Interesting. Okay.
However, currently, you have almost like a mother want to just sort of cradle it tonight. You feel like an urge just to sort of just to cuddle up with it.
Okay. How big is it?
A good human hand size. So
Okay.
yeah, for your gnomish hands, probably 2 hands.
I guess I'll cuddle the ball.
Okay.
He's got a portable radiator for the night.
It is. It's a very pleasant warmth, and as you do, you immediately start to pass out. Well, you think you pass out. Everything sort of shrouds in darkness, and then there's a small light in the distance. Ooh. That starts to grow bigger and bigger, and as it gets closer, you notice it's got a body-like form, and these 2 black orbs. Looks quite goofy as they just sort of float where eyes would be on a human, and it says to you in Ignan, "Hello."
Who's there?
Who are you?
My name's Cian. Who are you?
I'm Adara.
How do you spell that?
Adara.
And who's this Sadara?
You own an artifact.
Are you talking about the ball I just found?
If that's how it's manifested itself, have you looked inside?
I'm not quite sure how.
Don't. You'll kill it.
Alright.
How did you come across such artifacts of ours?
I just kind of found them.
Then perhaps this is fate?
I don't sound entirely confident about that.
We, in the plains of Elemental, are fighting a war. And we need a champion from the material plane. Is that where you come from?
Aye?
Oh. Then perhaps fate it is. I have been trying to contact someone worthy for so long. We are losing the battle. You may call it good versus evil, but our side is being overpowered. Do you like the material plane, Keen?
I don't hate it.
We fight a war to keep our plane from yours. The other side would see the material plane enslaved, abused for their past transgressions.
And you're on the side that's gonna keep your plane away from ours.
When we win, when I am powerful enough, I will transcend and weaken or strengthen the barrier. It depends on my warrior or champion.
Oh, so no pressure then.
If you were to collect all 4 of these artifacts, I could empower you, or I could cut ties and seal the possibility for 1,000 years.
Okay. suppose I'll get right on that.
You accept to be my champion so easily?
Well, I haven't got nothing else going on.
And as you say that, you feel a weird pulling sensation from your body.
Okay.
It feels like it has taken something from you.
Fantastic.
Oh.
However, you don't feel any weaker. Good. Now, you don't have to decide, but when all four are collected, you will have a choice. You can choose for me to make you stronger, powerful, but that will only weaken the barrier, and this war will start again. Or we cut ties. You gain nothing from this venture, except for the sealing of the elemental passing for 1,000 years.
After 1,000 years, it'll start again.
If you choose to cut ties. It is a choice to think of. You don't have to choose now. The artifact you hold, its soul has been transferred to me now. I am a fourth complete, but I need the other three. It is no longer as useful as it might once have been, but think of it as a copy. It will still help you in your future if you wish to manipulate it into a weapon or an armor of your choice.
Thanks, I guess.
I suppose so.
So do I, like, call you? Or do you just speak to me while I'm sleeping?
If you desperately need me, I'll tell. And if I need you, I'll call.
Alright.
And it disappears.
Good job, Fax.
I don't know what I did.
You made a deal with a very creepy entity.
Oh, it reappears and goes, "Oh, sorry, I forgot."
Yeah.
With this blessing comes a curse.
Oh, fantastic.
I can tell you have some level of elemental soul within you. Have you ever noticed creatures from the elementals having extra power or influence on you?
Aside from the fire that just kind of gave me a wiggly feeling, not really.
Well, I would get used to it.
Fantastic, I guess.
Okay, bye. And you wake up in the morning fully rested.
Great.
And
job,
Ulrich
Max.
is no longer dead.
Fantastic.
Well, that was a concerning night.
He looks well rested, doesn't look like he's had a disturbed night.
Oh, did we get all our health back as well?
Yep.
Oh, thank God I needed that. So, 12. Kind of like stretch my legs. Gotta get out of the camp, and I would just do like a quick glance, see if anything has changed since we slept.
No.
Is Cian still asleep? Like,
No,
he-
I'd be awake.
oh,
yeah.
I thought you were like still like cradling this ball in your hands.
You both being military men both wake up fairly early.
Yep. we're on the early bird special.
Yeah, I imagine we'd be like waking up like fucking like 5, 6 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, and as you wake up, Rezu jumps in the back, puts his head down, and instantly goes to sleep.
So yeah, looks like your boy was keeping watch for us all night. Man,
He's quite committed.
he could have said I wouldn't mind giving him like doing watch as well.
Oh, but now he gets to sleep all day.
Lucky git, I suppose. Well, not really if we're gonna get attacked again. Right, so what's the plan then?
Hey, just on our way to the Terst Fields.
No, what about the human and the drow that left though?
Not much we can do about it now.
Yeah, they're probably long gone by now.
We've already lost one man. Might as well just get this new recruit there.
I guess I'd like move the wagon through then across the path.
Okay. And you continue on your journey.
Yeah.
As fate would have it, it's your lucky day.
Ooh.
And about 4 or 5 hours down the road, up ahead you see not a fire pit, but what appears to be it seems to be like a wall, not straight on. It seems to be a wall on the left side of the road, built up, or sort of stone and rubble. It's just piled on the side. It looks like it was a blockade, and then someone's put it on the left hand side to clear it.
Wasn't a very effective blockade.
So someone clearly was trying to block something, but they've moved it now. Right. I'm just trying to think. There wouldn't be any way we could determine how recent that was.
Is it like cart tracks going by or anything?
Yeah, there's like, is there any tracks going around? Like, clear that if there's been like commotion or blood. See if there's been like a little bit of a skirmish.
No blood. It looks like there's where the rubble's been cleared and moved. There's a lot of footprints, about 2 days old.
If that's 2 days old, that wouldn't be the guy.
And then it also looks like there's a cart that goes up to the right. So maybe they went around, someone's gone up and around it beforehand.
Should we go and investigate this then, or should we keep moving on?
Would this be like a semi-known bandit area or anything?
With the army nearby, you're not quite sure why they would. If it's not the yeah, I mean, now news travels fast. People would be aware that the army's coming. So it doesn't look like it's not known for its banditry. It's happened before, but logically, with the army coming through, why only desperate bandits would ever set up something like this.
I suppose it's not much of a threat then.
Could be worth something though.
If you'd like to check it out, we can.
I feel very much. Considering that, well, we lost our prisoners. We might as well go here. Maybe might be able to gain something out of this.
I totally forgot to delete that. There you go. That's what the fire pit looks after the battle.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Glad we got to see that.
Levolution.
Shit. Yeah, I guess we'll go and investigate where that cart went.
Okay. So as you get within about 20 feet within the rocks, you start to hear creaking and then the sound of something rolling. And from within the trees, you watch a cart fly down, hit into the rocks, and from within the cart, you see 6 men sort of pull up out of the cart and look to you guys with six men with bows drawn. And the one in the middle starts to say, sort of like hands up, and goes, "Well, if it ain't the Silver Roar." and smiles to you, Zeldore.
Would I know these people whatsoever?
Rolled me a history check.
Okay. Cool. Once I find history, there it is. 18.
Yes, so the man that's talking to you is Tide Rider, or you know him through his proper name, Bacchus Vor, but he was nicknamed Tide Rider because he's good at surfing, essentially.
Oh, Tide Rider. Didn't expect you to be out here. And what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, we were gonna rob you, but seeing as...
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yes. Where did you go? You left? The Fallen Crown isn't doing so too good since you left, buddy.
Oh, aye. So who was it that took up the mantle in the end, huh? I can't imagine anyone really wanted to fill in Kandar's shoes.
I got out of there before the bloodbath began.
Sure.
It's basically been disbanded. There's a few of them over there, but...
Yeah, I would like to see some of them, but... things weren't the same after Kandar, so me, Aurelia, and Flask left.
Yeah, we noted.
Hmm.
What is it you're doing now?
Looking for work. To be fair, I've been just trying to find something. You know, I took a break for a while, but I miss combat. You can't escape it from your veins. So hey, joined up with this little band of ruffians here.
Lower your bows, and you see the other 5 lower the bows. They seem quite sort of shocked to see you.
So they say I was gonna say they seem like kind of like newish at all, or do you see they know what they're doing?
They're probably part of the Fallen Crown, but have left with Tide Rider.
Right. I don't suppose you've seen a particularly human or a drow around here lately?
No.
Ah, shame. Kind of what cargo that we were taking.
So this group of yours, are they recruiting?
Well, actually, they were recruiting, weren't they? On there, but it's like, well, I was recruited, but I was picked on like the convicts line. That's what it was, wasn't it?
You were late to the recruitment drive, so they just sent you with the convicts.
I was a little late, to be fair, so I'd imagine they're still looking for some strong people. But to be fair, like,
well,
it's not good work, to be fair. But if it pays, it pays.
Well, if you missed cargo, then perhaps some of us could pretend to be some.
Oh, really?
That'll save your ass.
And kind of like rubbing my chin a little bit. Alright then. Then what's in it for you then?
Well, they're convicts, right? And they get the standard conscription deal. It's a job, I guess.
To Cian and saying, well, like, what do you make of this?
If they're looking for work, I suppose I'll take them.
Aye. See a few familiar faces in there. A few good men. Sure, why not, Tide Rider?
Honestly, Tide Rider's sort of my Fallen Crown name.
Aye.
Bacchus will do.
Very well, Bacchus. I think so. Although, I'm a bit rusty, so I honestly, the mantle of Silver Ore doesn't really go by, so just call me Zeldore.
Will do.
And I guess we'd like just be travelling with them on our wagon throughout the way.
And you do. You head forth with 6 additional members and an additional cart.
And we fight 6 fire lizards.
Some more fire lizards!
You make it to the Turst Fields, where, yes, the army is set up camp. You are congratulated, Cian, on your haul